A czar abandoned his throne, walked away from his empire, and told his people, "Beg me to come back." They did. And what he demanded in return would turn Russia into a nightmare for 7 years. This is Ivan IV, known to history as Ivan the Terrible. But the Russian word Grozny doesn't mean terrible. It means fearsome, formidable, a force of nature that cannot be reasoned with. By 1564, Ivan had already conquered vast territories, reformed the Russian legal system, and built one of the most powerful states in Eastern Europe. He was brilliant, he was capable, and he was losing his mind. In 1560, Ivan's first wife Anastasia died. He was convinced she had been poisoned by the boyars, the powerful Russian aristocracy who had tormented him since childhood. Then his most trusted military commander, Prince Kurbsky, defected to Lithuania, taking Russian military secrets to the enemy. For a man already prone to paranoia, already shaped by a childhood surrounded by betrayal, these events pushed him past a breaking point. In December 1564, Ivan did something no czar had ever done. He packed his treasury, gathered his personal guards, and left Moscow. No announcement, no explanation, just gone. A month later, 2 letters arrived in Moscow, one addressed to the boyars, one to the common people. To the boyars, he accused them of treason and corruption. To the people, he said he bore them no anger. Moscow panicked. Without a czar, chaos was certain. The boyars had no choice. They sent a delegation begging Ivan to return. He agreed, on one condition. Ivan demanded the absolute right to punish anyone he considered a traitor, without trial, without evidence, without appeal. And he demanded control of a new territory carved directly out of Russia itself. He called it the Oprichnina, the richest lands, the most strategic cities, all of it, his personal property. The rest of Russia, the Zemshina, was left to the boyars, taxed into poverty, stripped of power. And to enforce his will, Ivan created something Russia had never seen before, the Oprichniki. They rode black horses, they wore black robes, and from their saddles hung 2 symbols that told everyone exactly what they were. A dog's head. We will sniff out traitors like dogs. A broom. We will sweep treason from Russia. The Oprichniki operated above every law that existed. They rode into estates and executed entire families. They took wives. They burned crops. They transferred land from the old aristocracy to men loyal only to Ivan. Thousands of boyars were killed. Entire bloodlines erased. The old power structure of Russia dismantled in 7 years. Ivan had not just punished his enemies. He had rebuilt Russia from the ground up, in blood. Historians are divided on what the Oprichnina actually was. Some argue Ivan was a rational political operator, using terror deliberately to destroy the aristocracy and centralize power. A brutal method, but a calculated one. Others argue the Oprichnina was the product of a genuinely fractured mind, a paranoid czar who saw enemies everywhere and built a machine to destroy them all. What is not disputed is the result. By 1572, the Oprichniki had become so feared and so useless as an actual military force that when Crimean Tatars burned Moscow to the ground, the Oprichniki failed to stop them. Ivan dissolved the Oprichnina the same year. He banned even the mention of the word. But the damage was done. Russia had been bled dry.